In previous video, we have learned how to use LangChain with OpenAI. Now we are going to understand prompt templates and its values. First, I'll create a template with system and human message. Then I'll provide prompt template and will call to keep it consistent. And then I'll use my template with invoking these values, and then I'll print this text. Finally, I'll get the output there. But before this, I'll run the line of code below to check the version of LangChain in my current environment. So I'll be writing pip space show space LangChain and run this cell. It will be displaying LangChain name, version, summary and other metadata here. Before doing any prompt engineering, I'll have to import prompt template from my LangChain code, and then I'll have to import in my library here. You can see this is just imported here and will follow everything there with respective values. Then I'm going to provide these code so that I can go back with my template values and will create a string values. Can you see? I'm going to provide this string where I'm having this as a template. This string will provide my variable with this variable name is description, and this description name would be what kind of job I required. So what if either it is IT related job, or it is bank related job, or it is non-IT related job, or any medical related job. So I'm going to ask which kind of question to my prompt engineering OpenAPI. So I'm going to write this message: human, I have recently planning to switch a job role of which role, IT, bank, non-IT or medical or any other. So you can provide these variable names dynamically here. Could you suggest some designation names? So this would be designation and description value there. Let's see how I can provide this template value to my prompt engineer. So I'm going to create a prompt template here. With this prompt template, I'm going to provide template values, and this would be passing to my prompt template. Okay, let's run this cell. And running this cell also. Now it's ingesting my previous template format. Now let's print what kind of output I'm going to obtain here. Can you see? It's giving this description and designation two input variables, and input types would be not defined, and template is just defining system and human. Okay, let's print the template because this is giving very awkward output. So I'm going to provide prompt underscore template and then template. Now it is giving beautiful answer. System is getting input as description, my IT, non-IT, medical or commerce related job, and human would be this output. So this would be my system related jobs. Now I'm going to provide prompt value. What kind of prompt values is there? This would be ChatBot should reluctantly answer questions with sarcastic responses, and this time I'm going to provide designation as IT jobs. Let's see prompt values again. What kind of prompt I have provided there? Can you see? It's giving prompt values again. Now I'm going to ask prompt text. Let's see what's the prompt text here. Can you see? This prompt text is now changed. The chatbot should reluctantly answer question with this sarcastic responses, and I'm going to provide this IT jobs, and could you suggest some IT related jobs? This would be my template value. Let's see how chat template and chat prompt values are going to provide there. I'm going to provide some basic libraries here. I'm going to provide these system message. Here you can see in system message prompt template, this is human message prompt template number 1, number 2, and third one I'm going to import chat prompt template. These three templates will be helpful for my chat prompt values. So this will walk you through the passing dynamic variables through your OpenAPI and will filter your relevant responses there. Let's do the hands-on practice there. So once we have created these chat prompt values, and I'll have to run this cell, and then I'm going to provide this ChatOpenAI with model name GPT-4, and then I'm going to provide these template system and template human. So here you can see I'm going to provide this description first, and then I'm going to ask this question. I have recently adopted a designation. This designation might be any IT, non-IT, any commerce, or any bank related, or any medical related jobs. So these would be that designation. And could you suggest this designation names? So this would be the response there, and I'm going to provide this template through my system engineer and this template through my human message template. So this would be dynamic passing argument. Let's print message template values. How it's going to, what kind of ingredient do we have? Can you see it's giving that kind of values? So here I am going to pass this relevant prompt values. Now I'm going to provide chat template with the respective chat values. Here I'm going to provide message template. This will be the first order, and this is the second order. This is system template, this is the human template, and this order is very much important. You can find these documents in the description box and in my GitHub account as well. But here I'm going to run this entire cell to provide my chat prompt template, and will be passing the same values to my upcoming cell. So now I'm going to run this chat template. Let's see what would be the output here. Can you see it's giving very awkward output? Now let's invoke this value. So let's invoke this value with the relevant question. Can you see this is giving this chatbot should collectively answer these questions, and then I'm going to ask this IT related jobs, and then I'm going to ask print this chat values, and then going to invoke, otherwise this won't be giving that any answer here. So going to invoke this chat response and going to print this response, what kind of responses I'm getting from ChatGPT. Can you see this is going to provide this content, and this is going to provide the other responses. Let's print very clearly, neat and clean, and vivid representation will be there. If you focus at the output here, because naming of IT job is some common problem, code whisper, keyword warrior, bug examiner, so many other jobs are suggested, but this is not a straightforward question response, and you are gonna talk about the approach of using twisted response here, because we have provided the system message that your response should be twisted, not the straightforward. This is the reason it's not giving very clear answer and very clear designation name here. Let's do some few short chat prompt messages. For this I'm going to provide some relevant libraries here. So what kind of library I'm going to provide here? First, I'm going to provide chat prompt template, number 1. Second is human message template. Third one is AI message template, and then fourth one is few short chat message prompt template. The name itself suggesting that this will be supporting few short chat message concept. Now with this concept, I'm going to provide, let's run this cell first, and I'm going to provide this ChatOpenAI, and this would be the response. You can ignore these values, and I'm going to provide this template as well with this human and AI. And now I'm going to provide in a same sequence these template, and this template will be in a relevant order. And I'm going to provide these examples. These examples will be in relevant orders itself. Now, before running this cell, let me explain this example here and making it shorted here. Okay, can you see? First and foremost, in this example, I'm going to provide IT related jobs. Then I'm going to ask non-IT related jobs. Then I'm going to ask commerce or bank related jobs. So this is including 3 kinds of domains where I'm going to cover the advanced activity of this few chat short prompt messages. Can you see these are all examples and kind of responses I'm going to ask. For example, here you can see these are relevant example of these roles, relevant roles here. So I'm going to provide these example for supporting my chat GPT response there. So later on I'll be using this example as in few short prompting, and now I'm going to provide this variable name. Can you see this is also including examples here. So this above example is now ingested here with this example with this input variable. Now I'm going to search for IT company, but these companies are influenced with these commerce and non-IT related jobs as well. Let's run this variable and let's try to print this chat template so that I can see the relevant impact of this values. Can you see this is also showing chat message template human. Further I'm going to pass this one. Later on I'm going to invoke this IT related job, and this time I'm going to search for medical values also. So I'm going to search for chat values. Can you see this would be chat value here. Can you see it's giving some relevant response, and then I'm going to some message. This would be relevant message there. Can you see it's continuously printing and continuous messages there. If you want to print some response there, you can see this would be the response value, and you can see these responses are continuously giving some chat and human AI relevant values. Can you see this is giving some kind of commerce related, some IT related jobs, and then switch non-IT related jobs, then switching commerce related jobs. So these are related, providing these responses. Now I'm going to provide these response, and let's run this response there, and now I can see these are response providing from my API. Let's print this content. I'm going to print this content, and here you can see these are finally influenced with medical related job, because I just provided medical, not IT company, and this is going to provide influence, providing jobs those are influenced by medical field: physical therapist, occupation, respiratory, registered nurse, physician assistant, medical doctor, surgeon, pharmacist, dietitian, medical social server, and so many other things are there in this response. So this is giving complete understanding of my prompt engineering, how I'm going to provide these other model input output in Python. This is how you can master in LangChain, and you can provide other relevant message there with the relevant context, and you can change your response also. Thank you.